Have you ever considered what true joy feels like? How it resonates deep within our souls in anticipation of something great? Today we're not talking about a fleeting emotion, but rather, joy as a profound state of being. It's an emotion often linked to the anticipation and realization of salvation. It's a joy that transcends the humdrum of everyday life, rooted in a hope that is steadfast and unshakable. Let's dive into the scripture to unfold the profound connection between joy and salvation. Imagine a desert blooming with flowers, the lame walking, the mute singing. This is the vivid imagery Isaiah 35, 1-10 presents. Picture this: a barren, desolate wilderness, lifeless and forlorn. Suddenly it bursts into bloom, transforming into a vibrant oasis. The desert rejoices, it sings, adorned with the glory of Lebanon, the splendor of Carmel and Sharon. This is not mere physical transformation. It is a manifestation of divine joy, a symbol of hope and renewal. Now imagine people with physical limitations, their lives bounded by their disabilities. The blind see again, their world no longer shrouded in darkness. The deaf hear, the sounds of life breaking their silence. The lame leap like a deer, liberated from their physical shackles. The mute burst into song, their voices finally finding their melody. This is not merely physical healing, it is the joy of salvation, the power of faith liberating the human spirit. These miracles are not ends in themselves, they are signs, pointers to a greater reality. They are the highway to Zion, the way of holiness, leading us to our ultimate joy and salvation. It's a road where no ferocious beast treads, only the redeemed walk this path, the ransomed of the Lord. Imagine the triumphant procession, the joyful return to Zion filled with everlasting joy, sorrow and sighing fleeing away. This is the promise of Isaiah 35, 1-10, a promise of joy and salvation. But it's more than just a promise, it's a call to faith, a call to hope, a call to rejoice in the salvation that is to come. It's a reminder that no matter how bleak our current circumstances may be, joy is always on the horizon. No matter how insurmountable our challenges may seem, salvation is always within our reach. What a powerful depiction of joy and salvation, right? Let's delve deeper into the key points of this scripture. The scripture we just read is more than just beautiful imagery. It carries a profound message of hope, joy, and salvation. As we delve deeper into Isaiah 35, 1-10, we discover a vibrant tapestry of joy that is woven into the anticipation and realization of salvation. In the wilderness of life, where despair might seem like the only companion, Isaiah paints a picture of a blooming desert, bursting with life. This is not just a transformation of the physical landscape, but a metaphor for the human soul. When touched by the promise of salvation, the barren places in our lives can bloom with joy. This joy is not fleeting or superficial. It is a deep-seated delight that springs from knowing that salvation is on the horizon, that we are not forgotten or abandoned. It is the joy that comes from understanding that our journey, no matter how arduous, is not in vain. The highway of holiness that Isaiah speaks of is not an easy path. It requires faith, resilience, and a heart that yearns for God. But the promise is that it leads to Zion, to a place of joy and celebration, where sorrow and sighing flee away. So we see that joy, in its truest form, is deeply intertwined with the hope and realization of salvation. It's this joy that gives us strength, that guides us through our darkest hours, and that ultimately brings us into the warm embrace of salvation. So what does all this mean for us today, in our everyday lives? The essence of our discussion today breathes life into this question. As we traverse our daily lives, it's crucial to remember that the profound joy we seek is deeply rooted in the anticipation and realization of salvation. This is the joy that Isaiah spoke of in his prophecy. Just like a desert bursting into bloom at the arrival of rain, our hearts too can bloom with joy when we embrace the promise of salvation. This joy is not fleeting or superficial. It's a deep, transformative joy that permeates every aspect of our lives, turning roadblocks into stepping stones and sorrows into hope. In our everyday lives, we can find this joy in the simple act of prayer, in the quiet moments of reflection, and in the kindness we extend to others. Remember, true joy resonates deep within us. It is the joy of salvation, the joy of anticipation, and the joy of hope that transforms our lives. Thank you for journeying with us today, and remember to share this joy with those around you.